Welcome to another tap-in video on our journey. Thank you for being here. Today we're going to be tapping on the feeling of, or the feeling of taking everything personally. So when we take everything personally, when we feel very triggered and reactive, and whenever somebody says something, we just take it as something is wrong with us, that we have done something wrong, or we get very afraid of what might come out of that which somebody had said. So that's what we're going to be tapping on today. Just taking everything personally and the feelings around that, and maybe even the shame that we can feel that we do take things very personally. And we're going to start as usual with our mother connection meditation, and then we'll move into feeling this, taking it personally, how it feels, how intense it is, and then we'll move into the tapping. And I'm just gonna start by saying right now that my cat is here, and he's been very, very whiny for like 2 weeks, like need of almost constant attention. So he can begin to whine and disturb a little bit during the video. So I'm just apologizing for that if it does happen. Okay. Beautiful people, let's move into our beginning meditation, the mother connection meditation. And if it feels right and safe to do so, you can close your eyes, make yourself comfortable, breathe deeply into your belly. Breathe out through your nose or mouth, whatever feels good. Feel into that which is touching the ground. That which is holding you. And begin to feel how you're breathing in Mother Earth into your body, into your cells, into your DNA. Breathing in Mother Earth into you, into your being. And as you're breathing out, you're breathing yourself out into the earth, breathing yourself down into the earth. Allowing your muscles, your emotions, your thoughts, everything melting down into Mother Earth. You don't have to know what that means, what that is. Just the intention of it. Allowing yourself to breathe yourself into the earth. And breathe the earth into you, feeling this exchange of energy. You're receiving and you're giving. You're allowing yourself to be held. Allow yourself to let go just a little bit, or a lot. Trusting that whatever you is, whatever you are, is right for you, is good for this time. Now I want to invite you to feel into the theme that we have and the intensity of that. So taking things personally, how intense is that for you? Like usually, how intense does it feel when you take something personally, when somebody says something and you take it as if you've done something wrong or something's wrong with you? How intense does it feel when you take anything personally? Give that a number, something that you can go back to. And let's move into the tapping. And as usual, go in your own pace. Tap whatever you want to tap. Repeat after me. Feel it in your body. Repeat it closely in your mind. Do whatever feels good to you. And if I say anything that doesn't resonate with you, then change it up. Change it into something that does resonate with you. Okay. I had to take a little break there and let my cat out because he wouldn't let us be in peace. Okay. So let's move into the tapping. Starting on the side of the hand. Even though I take things very personally, I accept myself and how I feel. Even though I take things personally, and I feel like I have done something wrong, and I feel like something is wrong with me, I accept myself and how I feel. Even though my inner child feels very tender, and doesn't like to be criticized, I accept myself. And I accept that this is where I am. And now moving into the tapping points. I take things personally. When somebody says something, I really take it to heart. Not in a way that actually helps me. Instead, it triggers this feeling that something is wrong with me. I go into a reactive place. And I begin to shame myself. I feel this crippling shame. I feel ashamed of what I have done, what I have said. And I get very triggered. I take things personally. And I get triggered. And I feel shame and guilt. And it really triggers this feeling that something is wrong with me. Which goes deep. And it comes from my childhood. I was criticized a lot. And a lot of responsibility was put on me. So I felt like everything was my fault. I felt like everything was my fault. And I was criticized in ways that a child never should be. Which made me dislike myself. And take everything very personally. Because I began to believe that something is wrong with me. Something must be very wrong with me. That's what I believed. Because I was criticized so much. And if I tune into this part of me that takes things personally, that feels like something is wrong with me, how old is that part of me? When I get triggered, when I am in this situation where I take things personally, how old do I feel in that moment? How old do I feel in that moment? Do I feel like my adult self? Or do I feel like the child that I was? That just took in everybody's criticisms and made them my own. How old is this part of me? And now just tap and I'll guide you through this little process. So now tap and talk to this part, to this child, to this part of you that takes things very personally. This part of you that probably is very small or young. And let this part know that you're here, that you're here to take care of it, that you're here to take care of this child. Let it know that. Feel this child, talk to it, take care of it. Let it tell you what comes up for it when it feels criticized. In those moments when it takes something very personally, let it tell you what comes up for it, what feelings comes up for it. You can ask it, what do you feel when that happens? Letting it speak to you, maybe sad or not enough, or like something's wrong with me, or I feel bad, I don't like myself, whatever it tells you or doesn't tell you, because maybe it doesn't want to talk, that's okay too. Let that be heard, or let that be as it is. in giving this part of you words of soothing. You can say, I understand that you take this personally. I understand that it feels like this criticism is really hurtful, and that it might bring up this feeling that something's wrong with you. I understand that that's what you believed as a child. And I am here for you. I'm here to tell you that everything you feel is okay. And that what people say most often has very much to do with them and not you. And even when you are being criticized, there's nothing wrong with you. It is okay to make mistakes. It is okay to receive constructive criticism. It doesn't mean that anything is wrong with you. It doesn't mean that you're bad or shameful. You truly are beautiful enough and perfect as you are. Which also leaves room for hearing people out and taking in criticism as a tool for growth. A tool for healing. A tool for understanding yourself and others deeper. It really is safe to be criticized. It doesn't mean that you're bad or shameful. It doesn't mean that something's wrong with you. And it's okay if you don't fully believe that yet. And it is okay that you take things personally. And sometimes people might really criticize you in a way that doesn't feel right. And they're crossing an emotional boundary. And I will be here for you. Stand up and tell them, hey, that didn't feel right. I don't want you to talk to me in that way. I am open to criticism, but it needs to be respectful and constructive. And I need it to be delivered with love and understanding. Because then I can really take it in. I will stand up for you and tell people that when an emotional boundary is crossed. I will be here for you when you feel criticized, when you feel like something's wrong. when you feel that you're taking things very personally, I will be here for you. I am here for you. I care about you. And it's okay to feel how you feel. It is safe to feel what you feel. You are safe. And I love you and care for you no matter what. I love you and care for you no matter what. It is safe to be you. I love you. And thank you for showing me where your boundaries are. Thank you for letting me know how I can care for you better. Thank you for sharing your beautiful, sweet, sensitive nature with me. So that I can soften, be more attentive and loving, and be here for you. Thank you for taking things personally and giving me this beautiful opportunity of healing on a deeper level, of understanding myself better. This opportunity to take care of you even more. Thank you. I am here for you. And I am grateful to you, my beloved inner child. And take a deep breath in. Feel into your body. Feel into the place within you that feels this stress and shame and guilt around taking things personally, and the number you have around it right now. Is it lower? Is it higher? Is it the same? Maybe repeating this process if it feels like you want it to go lower. Maybe taking some time right now to just be with anything and everything that came up for you. Taking some time to feel and breathe and be with yourself. Pausing this video. And if you feel ready to continue with your day, then I want to thank you very much for being here with me, for joining me on this journey, and for taking care of yourself and your inner child, which is so important and so beautiful. And it's okay to take things personally. It's okay to get triggered. There's no shame in that. It really isn't. It's just an opportunity for us to understand ourselves, to be there for ourselves, to take care of our inner child and set those emotional boundaries when needed. So once again, thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next video.